What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a new episode of Mark's Garage. So today we're gonna go over a really cool car that hopefully, actually, I was motivated to do this car because I was recently called out with the latest videos of me doing the high speed runs. I was called out by a guy who wanted to race, and he wanted to race my Fortec against his XO1, and I was like, well, let's just race XO1 to XO1. So I decided to do a Mark's Garage on my XO1. So this is the Traxxas XO1, and I'm not gonna lie, I know it looked like I just pulled it off the shelf, but it was like a million times more dusty than this. I cleaned it up a little bit. I cheated, guys. But this is the Traxxas XO1. So first off, I'll start with how I got this car. I actually bought this car off of I bought it secondhand. I didn't buy it brand new. This is one of two. I have two of these. I bought one of them brand new, and then, whew, it's hot out here, guys. Mark's Garage, I have to move inside soon. But I bought two of these, or I bought one brand new, and then I bought another one off of a guy that was selling all his RC stuff. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I got a killer deal on this. I bought it for 360 bucks. So for a while, I was doing a lot of buying and selling RC cars, and I got this for 360. I was like, I can't pass it up. So yeah, I got it for 360 bucks. But this is the Traxxas XO1, and this is what they advertise. This is Traxxas's car that they advertise that does over 100 miles an hour. And what's cool about this car is it was actually featured in GQ magazine. It actually got a lot of people, a lot of exposure to Traxxas, because people, that's the first, I mean, what's the first question you get whenever people know you drive RC cars? How fast they go? Well, this one, 100 miles an hour. So I'm going to go over the three things I like the most about this car, and probably the three things I dislike. And I know I don't like to be negative. If you watch podcasts, I don't like to be negative, but the whole dislike thing, it's not that I'm dogging it. And overall, I love all my cars. So, but I mean, I got to be honest. You know, there's got to be a little bit of honesty. So here we go. Whew, it's hot out here. All right, so let's start with the three things I like about this car. The first thing I like about this car is the reputation this car has. I mean, it's known as the 100-mile-an-hour car. How can you not like that? And you have to have it. If you're a true RC enthusiast, I feel like you have to have this car. And that's really the main reason I bought it. I knew I wasn't going to drive it that much. I just had to have the 100-mile-an-hour RC car. So the second thing I really like about this car is the engineering they put behind this thing. They did not just throw this car together and use an existing platform. They really thought this car out. I mean, it has a metal chassis, unlike the Slash 4x4, which it shares a lot of components from the Slash 4x4. The aerodynamics they made with this thing, they put a lot of thought in the aerodynamics. The body, the front spoiler, you have to upgrade the front spoiler. Not upgrade, but it comes with the upgraded front spoiler to hit the 100-mile-an-hour speeds. The motor and ESC, I mean, this is like a 5th scale motor and ESC. This thing is, it's like a Coke can. And you can tell it's got a whole bunch more capacitors on there. They definitely, it's like they custom made this ESC and motor for this car. This bottom, there's an air duct on the bottom that actually feeds air to cool the motor. So they thought about everything. They thought about the motor getting hot. They knew they needed a lot of voltage. They needed a lot of power. They also put these huge belted tires. I mean, look how thick these tires are. They put these huge belt tires, the aerodynamics. I mean, they did not shortchange this car. So the engineering is amazing. And the third thing I like about this car is, although the engineering and its design completely different than the other Traxxas cars, it still shares a lot of the components that the other Traxxas cars have, like the arms. This is actually the arms off a Slash 4x4. Actually, the drive shafts are different, but you can put these drive shafts on a Slash 4x4. The turnbuckles, the shocks came off of a Jado. I mean, they shared a lot of stuff. So that's the third thing I really like about this car. But overall, there's a lot of other things I like about this car, but those are the three main things. Alright, so now let's go into the three things I don't like about this car. The first thing that I have to do when I got this car is you have to unlock the super high speeds. And the way you unlock the super high speeds is you have to have the Castle, I think they call it the Castle Link, and it's to link your ESC to your computer, and you have to unlock it. I had the Castle Creations link, thank God, but I it was kind of a big pain. Like if you didn't have it, you have to buy it, and it didn't come with it. And if you buy the 100-mile-an-hour car, you want to do 100 miles right out of the box, but you do have to unlock the ESC. And I believe I did unlock my ESC. I better have. And then I put whenever I think it had something to do with unlocking the ESC was the only way that you could put a Spektrum radio, but I know there was a Spektrum radio caveat also. So the electronics, you have to do a little bit of hacking to get the electronics to work. The second thing I don't like about this car is just kind of the whole thing of doing speed runs. It gets boring pretty quick, and that's really all this car is good for, is going really, really fast up and down the street. And it's scary to do it on the street because it's super heavy. If you wreck this thing and it goes into a car, it's going through the windshield or really hurting somebody or something. So there's not much to do with it. I mean, you buy it and you do a couple of speed runs, and then you're happy you didn't shatter in half, or you're mad you shattered it in half or snapped it in half, and that's pretty much it. So it's kind of boring. The third thing I don't like about this car is, and I might get a lot of crap for this, and to be fair, it's not like I really tried to tune on it for this thing, but it kind of handles like crap. If you don't get over, it really doesn't really stabilize until you get over about 35, 40 miles an hour. Before 35, 40 miles an hour, it's just so much power, it just spins out and spins around in circles. So it would be tough to drive on a track. Maybe if you geared it really, really, really low, you're still gonna have a lot of torque, but maybe it won't have, I don't know. I didn't tune it to go on a track, but I think when I first got this car, I put a 20-tooth pinion to see how it would run. And I guess it was okay handling, but it didn't handle very well. So those are the three things that I don't like about this car. So that's it, guys. That is my Traxxas XO1, one of my Traxxas XO1s. And those are the three things I like and three things I dislike about the Traxxas XO1. If you enjoyed Mark's Garage, or you want to see one of the other cars that you see in the background, or you want to just know about another car, message me, comment on this video. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll try to do these more often. I know there's a lot of things I'm interested in. I know lately I've done a lot of Traxxas TRX4 and Vortex stuff, but that's just the cars that I have right now that are new. So I got a whole bunch of cars. Again, I'm doing this not just for you guys, but also for myself to figure out how many cars I actually have, and maybe show it to the psychiatrist when they find out that I'm a freaking psycho for having so many cars. Anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so you guys know whenever I post a new video. But you guys will see me next time. Thanks a lot, guys.